We will make a game with 2 players. Player 1 will move the ball with the mouse, and player 2 will be the goalkeeper using the keyboard. One player will kick the ball into the goal, and the other will be the goalkeeper so that the ball does not enter the goal. The result will be like this. Let's start. Create a new project on Scratch and delete the cat sprites. Name this project as Goalkeeper. Add a soccer backdrop. Then, add goalie sprite, with a size of 40. Then, add sprite soccer ball with size 50. We will use 2 variables, one for the score of the ball if it is a goal, and another for the score of the goalkeeper if the goalie successfully punching the ball. Add ball and goalkeeper variables. The first player will move the goalkeeper with keyboard key A or D. Second player will move the ball using mouse and kick the ball by clicking left mouse button. We will code for the goalie sprite or goalkeeper first. First of all, when the green flag is clicked, we will make the score of the ball and goalkeeper to 0. Add these coding blocks in goalkeeper. Then, we will make the goalkeeper appear in front of the goal when the game starts. Add these blocks. The top blue block, so the goalkeeper doesn't flip over when he touches the edge of the screen. The bottom blue block is used to show the goalkeeper in front of goal. The goalpost coordinates are a little to the left of -80 and a little to the right of 80, so we're going to make the goalkeeper appear at random coordinates between -80 and 80 with a green block. Now, we will make the goalkeeper move to the left if the first player presses key A on the keyboard. Add a forever loop block. We can also move a sprite by using if and sensing block, like this. Then, we will make the goalkeeper move to the right if the first player presses the key D on the keyboard. Inside the forever loop block, below the first if block, add a second if block. Now, we will write code for the ball sprite. First of all, we will make the ball always on the kick line, which is this line. The y-coordinate for the kick line is roughly at -135. Use this block in ball sprites. So we will make the ball always be at the y-coordinate -135, but the x-coordinate follows the mouse direction. If the left mouse button is clicked, we will kick the ball towards the goal. Use this if block inside the forever loop. Remember, the goalposts are in positions -80 to 80. So we're going to randomly aim the ball at an x coordinate between -80 to 80, and a y coordinate of 0, so the ball will move into the goal, for 0.4 seconds. Try it. Click left mouse button to kick the ball. Next, we will write code so that the goalkeeper can punching the ball, or if he can't punch the ball will scores. We're going to add sound so the game more interesting. In the sound tab, add 2 sounds, cheer and goal cheer. Now, to make the goalkeeper punch the ball, we will do the coding in the ball sprite. Add this if block inside the forever loop, at the bottom of the first if block. If the ball touches the goalkeeper, it means that the goalkeeper has successfully punched the ball. So we're going to add up the goalkeeper score, make the ball bounce the ball to the kick line, and play a cheer sound. If the ball doesn't touch the goalkeeper, means goalkeeper failed to punch the ball, and it's a goal. How do we know the ball didn't touch the goalie sprite? Add this if block, inside the forever loop, below the second if block. Remember in the first if block, we pointed the ball to the y coordinate 0. So if the y coordinate on ball is 0, it means that the goalkeeper failed to punch the ball. We will add the ball score, and make a goal sound. Try to play with your friend and see who is better player.